Welcome to my channel. Saturday, May 21st, 2022, 6 a.m. It is 30 degrees up here on Mount Charleston, Lee Canyon, by the ski resort. I am preparing my pack for my 5th training hike. Here we go. So, 29 degrees. At the end of May, well, mid-May, we had a huge windstorm yesterday in Las Vegas Valley, and it brought in some cold temps. I figured it would be this cold because when I left at 5 o'clock this morning, it was in the 50s, which tells me easily 20 degrees less on the mountain. So 29 degrees, but it's amazing. Let me show you my view. There's the sun coming up. I'm on the bristlecone trail. I'm going to be going up there. I'm going to hike up to the Bonanza Trail and see how far I can go. I'm not sure what the snow is like on the north-facing slopes in the shade. I was hoping by now most of it would be gone, but as you can see, there's still some up towards Lee Peak because I am in Lee Canyon, and the moon is up. Looks like Joe Rubinette has been up here. That thing is about 15 feet high. Alright. So far, I'm the only one on the trail, and the first one, it looks like the aspen are blooming. Alright, made a nice little pit stop. Took off my wind jacket. It's getting a little warm out in the sun. I added a rock. I have my luggage weigher with me, and I weighed it. I'm at 26.2 pounds. That's a lot better. Alright, we're going up to Bonanza. Alright, I can tell this training is on legit. 26 pounds in my pack. I've gone up a little bit over 1,000 feet. Coming around the bend is the Sisters. That's that mountain right there. All the smoky haze is from the campfires down in Mahogany Campground. Hopefully once I get over the crest onto Bonanza Trail, it'll get much clearer. Here we go. I'm halfway up the Bonanza switchbacks. Well, you can call it Bonanza switchbacks. And it looks like I'm already coming up on snow. That doesn't bode well for getting up to 11,000 feet today. We'll see. Good morning, Mrs. Shadow. The trail's getting really muddy. As you can see, north-facing slopes in the shade. Lots of snow. At least the trail is passable. Long way up. I'm at the saddle. This is the Bonanza Trail. This section takes you north. That ends in Cold Creek, about 12 miles. The only way to do that would be to have a second vehicle parked out there and lots of water. And this lovely trail is called Old Bristlecone, and it takes you around the backside of the mountain. And if you keep going all the way down, it meets up with the original Bristlecone Trail. And I am going to continue heading on up. And depending on pollution, air quality, once I'm up here, I'll be able to see out to California and hopefully Telescope Peak. I hiked up a little higher from where I had set up camp, and I got to another little site up here. I've been up here before. One thing I did notice, I just noticed it, is there's an offshoot to the main trail back here. It's probably because of snow. Again, there's Charleston Peak, 12,000 feet, and out there is Death Valley, California. Unfortunately, the haze is pretty bad today. Yeah, it's really hard to see. Sometimes I've been able to see all the way to Telescope Peak. So, as you can see, there's a really well-worn trail back here. And there is McFarland Peak. This trail takes you under McFarland Peak and around it and continues. I usually hike all the way close to McFarland Peak. Not the peak, obviously. I'm not doing that. That's third class climb, scree slopes. I'm not interested in that. So, I don't know if this trail has been worn by horses, people. I don't know why. Okay, so now I see why this is here. This is a gorgeous outlook. So I believe that's Max Canyon. I'm not sure. There's a name for that canyon down there. But you can pretty much, through this haze, I'm not even sure if you can see it, but Telescope Peak is out there. Death Valley is out there. Yeah, that's California. You can see Pahrump is down there. I can kind of sort of make out Telescope Peak, but the haze, the pollution's pretty bad. So again, that's McFarland Peak sticking out there. These are the sisters. There's one right there. The other one is straight ahead from me. And clear out there is the Mormon Mountains and the 95 corridor. And this is a wonderful view. It's amazing how many times I have done this trail. And not once have I ever actually walked up here to have this amazing view. This is definitely worth it. Not sure what that sub-peak is. I think it might be Mount Williams. I'm not sure again. All right, so let's get back. This was a nice surprise. Yeah, this is definitely well worn. I did not in any way expect this. Seems like a lot of hiking groups are now aware of this, and they're coming out here. This is a nice spot to turn around and head on back if you don't care to do any more of the Bonanza Trail. This is sweet. All right, so this was my second stop, and I'm going to take some time to tear down this illegal fire ring. All right, so I tore down the illegal fire ring. You're not supposed to have any fires up here. The main reason is because all we have are bristlecone, and you shouldn't be burning bristlecone. You shouldn't have a fire up here anyway, because you don't want to burn down this beautiful forest. You really don't. That's not really a good idea. If you want to come up here, you want to overnight, knock yourself out, bring a warm sleeping bag, bring a nice puffy, bring your stove, your gas stove that you can turn off, and then you can have your nice campsite. That's what I would do. So as you can see, I'm heading back to my spot. Of course, your footing needs to be stable up here with a lot of rocks. It's all off trail. Here we are. So it's maybe a 2-minute walk over to the Outlook. Alright, so I'm doing a test on my new stove. I'm on my way back down. From the Bonanza Trail. I went ahead and threw a couple more rocks into my pack. I'm back up to 26.2 pounds again because I've had a little bit over a liter of water. And this looks like another really good flat piece of ground for a overnighter, for a shakedown. The only problem with doing shakedowns in the desert is that there is no water. So you have to carry water to drink, but you won't be able to cook any meals. I mean, you can, but you're going to carry way more water than you need, along with the rest of your equipment. So I'm going to bring just bars, protein bars, snacks, because I don't really want to carry too much water because I'm going to have a tent, and I'm not sure if I'm going to bring my bear canister or not. Probably not. So the only thing that I would have more than what I have on a day hike is my tent and my sleeping system. Look at all the snow up here still. When I came up this morning, it was about 50 degrees up here, and I'm totally blown away. There must have been a lot of snow. I mean, I know there was a lot of snow this winter. We got hit really hard in December, just like most of the Sierra Nevada did. It's a gorgeous day. I've only seen one person go by on the trail this morning, and they didn't see me because I was up at my little spot. It's about 10:30, and I'm going to take the long way down the bristlecone trail along the road that was built by men working, I think it was CC 1933, 1934. They were trying to build a road over Mount Charleston. They didn't quite make it. They were called off to war. So I'm back down from the Bonanza Trail. I'm back to bristlecone. And here's that road I was talking about earlier that the Conservation Corps was building, and right after the Great Depression in 33, 34, a lot of men were put to work. As you can see, the road ended right over there. They never did get over to the other side of the Spring Mountains. Now there's a 3-mile walk down this uneventful road down to the actual paved road, and then I have to walk another mile up to where I parked at the trailhead. So I'm on the dreaded road walk. I'm about a third of the way done with it. You can see the Dolomite campground up there. I think that's the campground host. So you can see the trail. I mean the road. Sorry, my trail, which is the road, is pretty steep. Fun times getting back up to the trailhead. I'm back at the trailhead. 7 miles. And I'm going to show you what I was carrying to make up my 26-pound pack. That's pretty big, but there's more. And there's more. Yeah, that's pretty intense. So, all right. Again, if you'd like to follow me on my backpacking trip in the Sierra Nevada and my training hikes, please like and subscribe. Have a wonderful day. Thanks.